In breaking news, Attorney General Merrick Garland making U.S. Attorney for Delaware David Weiss a special counsel for the Hunter Biden investigation. Now, AG Garland says the investigation has reached a stage at which he should continue his work as a special counsel, adding, "I have concluded it is in the public interest to appoint him as special counsel."
Joining us now to discuss, former New Jersey Superior Court judge and host of the Judging Freedom podcast, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Your Honor, I'm going to throw it over to you because I feel like every day we see something that is totally unprecedented going on in Washington when it comes to this Department of Justice. Your reaction to this appointment today?
Well, what's unprecedented, and Tom and Katrina, it's a pleasure to be with you guys, even if it is a hot Friday afternoon in August. What's going on in Washington is, and Donald Trump's been saying this, and a lot of us have been saying it, the politicization, tough word,
it is,
of the DOJ. Both sides have done this. Republicans have done it, Democrats have done it, but each side ratchets it up. The special counsel is supposed to be an independent human being from outside the DOJ. Doesn't always happen. Jack Smith is a special counsel pursuing President Trump in Mar-a-Lago on January 6th. He's a full-time employee of the DOJ. But the special counsel is supposed to not only be independent, but appear independent. So if David Weiss is just going to change hats, he's still the U.S. attorney in Delaware. He still has the same people working for him. He's still in the middle of the same investigation. He still has the same evidence. He still has the same charges. He's still dealing with the same defendant and the same defense lawyers. What's the difference? Nothing but a political title. And I'm sorry to say that because it used to be a revered title in the old days.
Sure.
It's now the political title of special counsel. Will anything change? You know, that remains to be seen. We learned this afternoon that they're at loggerheads, that Weiss's office and Hunter Biden's lawyers cannot agree on anything, which tells me that he's going to be indicted on some things that we don't know about yet. And then they'll either start trying cases or they'll try and work out another deal. But until he's indicted on whatever else the government is investigating him for, was he a foreign agent? Did he engage in bribery? Did he report all of his income? Did he money launder to get cash to his relatives, including his father? All of these, did he? The government has to get to the bottom of. Will they? Will they while Joe Biden is still in the White House? Who knows?
Judge, I want to move on to this while we have you in other legal news. We have learned that in special counsel Jack Smith's case against the former president that you mentioned, Mr. Smith claimed the former president was a flight risk, and the judge assigned to the case seemed to agree with that. Judge, do you agree?
I can't imagine. I mean, a flight risk is a person who will, under some sort of a disguise, leave the jurisdiction and never return. First of all, he is the most recognizable human on the planet. I can't imagine him fleeing anywhere and thinking he's not going to return. Secondly, he has extraordinary assets in this country, which the government would move to seize and would succeed in seizing if he were to flee. I'm surprised that Jack Smith stooped to that level. I understand they don't want the former president saying things which they think might intimidate their witnesses. We don't even know who their witnesses are. They're trying to cut deals with co-conspirators 1 through 6 as we speak. If those co-conspirators fear Trump because of what he says, the government's got an argument. But this flight risk is nonsense.
Yeah, and not to mention, he's under 24/7 security from the federal government, from the United States Secret Service. Judge, I want to go back to David Weiss for a second. He told Shapley and Ziegler that he had full authority to bring these cases, to prosecute this, to take their recommendations and move forward with them. Why do you think this is even necessary at this point?
Well, I don't think it's necessary, but I think the president's political advisors have suggested that the attorney general do this. Again, politics in the DOJ, something Joe Biden and Merrick Garland promised we'd never see, but it's here. I think the president's political advisors suggested it might turn down the heat a little bit if you give David Weiss this additional title. Basically, what you've done is remove two levels of authority between David Weiss and the Attorney General. So he doesn't have to deal with the Deputy Attorney General. He doesn't have to deal with the head of the criminal division. He can go directly to the AG himself. Can he indict Hunter Biden without the AG's permission? No. Can he not indict Hunter Biden without the AG's permission? No. So Merrick Garland is still calling the shots. David Garland has a direct line to him and a brand new title. Nothing else has changed.
You said he's just changed his hat. I believe you said those wise words. Judge Andrew Napolitano, great to have you with us, and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. Back at you guys.
Thank you.